Hi there, welcome to my channel Aquarian Star 1111. Today we're going to be doing a twin flame love reading, all signs for the month of November 2019. I actually did, I decided to do two parts to this love reading. The first part I just finished doing, and it's called How Does the Divine Masculine Feel About the Divine Feminine? And now this part that I'm going to be doing is how does the Divine Feminine feel about the Divine Masculine? Towards the end of the reading, of course, I'm going to be asking for some advice from Spirit to see what advices can be given to the Divine Feminine or Masculine to see, you know, how to move forward. Don't get caught up on the gender, because my readings are not gender or time specific. Although sometimes I will say he or she on accident, and you know, sometimes I'll get into the reading so much that I don't even realize that. But just know, you know, think lightly of the gender. It's not gender specific at all, because of course, you know, in every one of us, masculine and feminine energy lives. Like, you know, sometimes I'll have energy that is quite masculine, and then there'll be other energies that are quite feminine, and you know, that's just how it is. Anyway, moving on. I also want to take the time to thank each and every one of you for tuning in and looking at all of the videos that I've uploaded so far. I really appreciate it. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it. So I want to know, how does also before I get started, all of these cards in every single reading, just to cut up on some time, they're already pre-shuffled, okay? And the information of each and every one of these cards are on the description box below from this video, so you can check those out. We're gonna get started, okay? All right. How does the Divine Feminine feel about the Divine Masculine for the month of November 2019? How does the Divine Feminine feel about the Divine Masculine for the month of November 2019? So there is definitely some letting go of baggage, letting go of conflicts, letting go of heavy loads of stress. Letting go of this feeling of not, this stagnant feeling stuck, feeling imbalanced, feeling incomplete, feeling just not grounded. Maybe this person wants to free their, they want to become free-spirited people again, here with the Fool card. What other messages do you have on how the Divine Feminine feel about the Divine Masculine for the month of November 2019? This person, this particular queen, this particular queen in the reverse wants to reestablish herself. She wants to, I'm going to say this is the Divine Feminine getting out of this situation that really kept her in a cage, okay, wanting to be a free-spirited individual again, wanting to reestablish herself and who she needs to be, who she knows that she can be. right? She wants this divine feminine. This divine feminine is also very shy, and if you guys saw the first part of this reading, okay, this Queen of Wands came up in the reverse in the same row for the part 1. So I take it that you both are mirroring each other, because this individual, this woman, this woman, you see what I said? Like, no, this feminine is letting go, setting herself free. She wants her, this divine feminine wants her confidence back, wants to reestablish her sense of self. So the divine feminine and divine masculine definitely are mirroring each other, because you both have the Queen of Wands, and it was in the same row. There was a lot of waiting here. The divine feminine wanted to come in with a communication, with clarity, with movement. But something happened and a decision was made. And this decision caused a lot of pain in the divine feminine's heart. Because this divine feminine was waiting and waiting. Like, this divine feminine knew, like, wanted this connection so bad that she, look, this is the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so she planted a seed and she was watching it grow and grow and grow and not really grow and not progress, and but started something. There's this connection this communication that needed to happen between the two. But here with the Queen of Wands, you know, this person may have been shy to speak up, you know, maybe wasn't feeling in the divine feminine's power to speak her truth. She definitely wanted to work towards this connection, and the divine was definitely guiding this connection. And it's crazy because, see, this connection had a lot of love. It did. There was definitely a decision that was made by this divine feminine. And that decision could have been to let go, to move on, to become independent, to become single again, to free herself from these emotions. And this may have caused some kind of pain because, you know, this person, this feminine, you know, divine feminine planted a seed in the divine masculine, and this divine feminine wanted to see it grow, but it didn't. This divine feminine and at the very beginning, or like the kind of in the middle of this union, maybe they both were, you know, exchanging words. Maybe they both were kind of working as best as they were able to. Maybe they were both working on it, you know, and the divine was helping both of them, the divine feminine and masculine, towards this connection, but it fell apart. Here with the Ace of Cups, like, it fell apart because of repressed emotions that the divine feminine and masculine were feeling, the lack of actions the lack of speaking. Like, there wasn't enough communication. There wasn't. And if there ever was communication, it was never about the connection. It was never about how they were both feeling towards each other. Okay, I want to clarify the... Oh, before I actually clarify it, if you guys remember the first video, the Ten of Pentacles came out, right? The first video for the divine, like how the divine masculine feels towards the divine feminine, right? And it was the Ten of Pentacles, right? So that was that was like the final, like the last card. The last card for this particular reading is a Ten of Cups. Okay, so he is feeling, in the other reading, he was feeling like, you know, I can provide for my divine feminine. I can have a family with my divine feminine. I can take care of them. I can be that person. I can be that person. And in this particular, this is the Ten of Cups, like, you know, the divine feminine says, I can nurture the family. I can give them all the love that they need. I can care for them. I can be there for them. I can experience, you know, everything with my significant counterpart. So I just find it interesting and very mirroring that the first reading for the masculine, the Ten of Pentacles came out in the last card. And for the divine feminine, the Ten of Cups came out. And not only that, but the Queen of Wands in the same row for the divine masculine came out too. So there's like a lot of mirroring happening. See here, the Three of Pentacles came out in the first reading, but it was in the reverse on that other one. And let's see, is there another one that came out? I think that so far that's the only card. So maybe the divine masculine felt like the divine masculine wasn't working towards this connection, or the divine masculine was feeling that the divine feminine wasn't working towards this connection. But here in this reading, the divine feminine was the one that this divine feminine felt like, you know, I did everything that I could. I tried really hard towards this connection. But it has become so stressful, so overwhelming, and just, I can't be in this energy anymore. So I have to move on. I have to move on for the sake of myself, for the sake of my happiness, for the sake of my path and who and what I represent in this planet, right? Moving on. Temperance is here, but... And this divine feminine is listening to the, like, it's like she is very, the divine feminine is very intuitive. She's very connected to the divine, very just aware of this connection. And that's one of the reasons why this divine feminine was working so hard towards it. But it wasn't balanced and it wasn't reciprocated. So this individual, this divine feminine just said, you know what, I have to go. You're clearly not seeing what's in front of you. So I need to save myself because I love myself and I need to move on. So this here, the Ace of Cups in the reverse, it's like, it's repressed emotions. And the reason that I feel like the divine feminine and the divine masculine never told each other how they truly felt in their hearts towards each other. And that's one of the reasons this connection didn't work out. Yeah. Okay. We're going to go ahead and clarify the Ten of Wands in the reverse. Can we clarify the Ten of Wands in the reverse, please? What can you tell me about the Ten of Wands in the reverse? Because a decision wasn't taken. Communication wasn't given. The lack of being straight with each other didn't happen. So there was a lack of communication, there's a lack of pursuit, there's a lack of just being clear and honest to each other. So there was that. So because of that was one of the reasons. And of course, here with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, it's repressed emotions. They both, the Divine Masculine and Feminine never really told each other how they truly felt. Because it's like how they truly felt because of how soon this connection is. Or maybe you guys were a platonic connection. Maybe you guys never really went out. Maybe you guys weren't. Maybe you guys just met each other, you guys saw each other, and boom, all of a sudden, you started feeling all of these emotions inside of you, and you can't even really explain it. Maybe you did some research, maybe you came across my video or other people's videos with the word twin flame in it, and you started realizing, oh my God, some of these signs, I've actually gone through them, and I actually feel like this person could be my twin. Then if this person is your twin. And you guys are definitely mirroring each other. You guys are not telling each other how you guys feel. See, for the first video, for the Divine Masculine, it's like the Divine you created, the Feminine created a reaction, like a chemical reaction, okay, if you will. Okay, so this reaction was your presence. This reaction was your energy, and it triggered, it like pulsated to this Divine Masculine, and really pushed him to like face his inner demons, and really realize that he did have unresolved issues. He maybe subconsciously, didn't really work through these traumas or these issues that this person had from the past. And this Feminine just came in and said, just kind of pulsated through him, made him realize, damn, I do have like unresolved issues. I do have low self-esteem issues. I do feel this way. Like, I feel like I'm not good enough for this Divine Feminine. It could have been because in the past my parents would tell me that I was a good for nothing. Or maybe the teachers were, one of them said a dumb comment that hurt my feelings when I was very young, and it did something to me. So there's something there in the, like there, you created and it's like you, like the Feminine doesn't even know that this is happening to this Masculine. All this Feminine knows is that I worked my ass off for this connection, and it doesn't happen. It didn't, and this Feminine doesn't even know the reason why, and it's because this Masculine, there was a reaction that just kind of took him by surprise. Okay, let's continue. What can you tell me about the Fool card? What can you tell me about this Fool card? This person wants her freedom back because she is in a lot of pain. Her heart hurts. There's a lot of injustice, and she wants to bring justice back into her heart. She's choosing because the Divine Masculine decided not to choose. Now this Feminine is choosing and saying, well, you don't know what you want, you don't know what you've chosen, so I'm going to choose myself, and I'm going to move away from you. Because because there's this lack of communication between the two, that they don't really even know how they each feel, so they have these false opinions or ideas or like assumptions about each other that are not even that true, but the Divine Masculine is so afraid of speaking up to this Divine Feminine is because he's very scared, But this individual is here with the King of Cups. I'm sorry, the King of Pentacles. This Divine Feminine is working very, very hard. This Feminine is very productive. Sure, she's probably keeping this connection. This Divine Feminine is keeping this connection to herself now. She's not real. She again. The Feminine isn't really speaking up. Not really telling anybody about this. And is also, meditating, trying to catch her bearings back, because this this whole journey was very, very stressful for this particular feminine, and so now she needs rest. Okay, let's clarify the Queen of Wands in the reverse. What can you tell me about the Queen of Wands in the reverse? What can you tell me about the Queen of Wands in the reverse? Can you tell me about the Queen of Wands in the reverse? Oh. See, this Queen of Wands in the reverse is going through soul searching. So this feminine is definitely facing some challenges here. She's getting to know herself. She's choosing to love herself. She's doing things for herself. She knows the spiritual path that she needs to walk through, and she is doing it without the divine masculine. And a part of her is happy that she is doing this, that she's walking through, this feminine is walking through this very positive, this very positive path, spiritual path that it has been designed for her. However, there is also a part of her that feels a little unhappy because this divine feminine wishes that the divine masculine could walk through this journey with the feminine as well, All right, Queen of Swords. Let's clarify this communication card. Like, this is a woman that's ruthless, that's not going to tolerate nothing. So what's this? What's this lady? Can we clarify the Queen of Cups? And I keep saying cups. I don't know why. I'm so sorry. So we have the Hierophant. Yeah, this connection isn't happening. And it is on the divine masculine's part, because the divine masculine has a lot of inner demons that this individual is facing. Therefore, at this time, it's this masculine needs to heal before he pursues. And I will say this, the High Priestess in the reverse came out in both readings, so I will say neither one of these people are making decisions based on what they know, they solidly know about each other. So they don't really know much about each other. They don't really know, right? So this individual, they're not aware of how they feel towards each other, but there is a part of them that wish that they could just march towards each other and just say, you know what, I really want to be with you. I feel this way about you. I know you do too. And it's like this person wants to march in with some form of clarity and to start saying something. Because there was an ending, and that ending was for those reasons, for self-care, reasons. Yeah. Oh, let me get a sip of my coffee first. Okay, so now we're going to clarify the Two of Swords in the reverse. See? This individual, this divine feminine, has made a decision to remove herself from this mental prison. And this mental prison came out in both cards. So they're both mirroring each other. So they're both removing themselves from this mental prison that they've created for themselves. That in this mental prison, there's a lot of barriers that they could not cross. And so by removing each and every one of those barriers, you would get closer and closer to this connection and each other. Okay. I would like to clarify the Five of Cups. Because this person wants to forgive and move on, in good, end it in good terms, you know, understanding that, okay, you know, this is what happened. I don't hate you. You know, you're forgiven, but I want to move on. I want us to end in good terms, you know. So let's clarify the Five of Cups in the reverse. You know, ending it as friends, you know. Like, it hurts them to be mean to each other, saying it's over, you're this, you're that, you're that, you know, saying negative, toxic things. Like, they don't want to do that. See, because there's this Tower moment that this forgiveness was triggered by this Tower moment of moving on, or knowing that both were moving on. Like, the feminine and the masculine both decided to move on because there was no balance in the relationship, you know, and the realization of, see, too much thinking about it, too much in their head, and no actions. So now this Queen of Pentacles wants to be independent and wants to, you know, this Queen wants to spiritually, like, this Queen wants to move forward and wants to be happy and abundant, and this Queen looks pregnant. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a dress. But maybe for some of you, you're, you know, you might meet another individual, or you might get pregnant, you know. Maybe there's pregnancy. See, you are done. You are done feeling pain. And you guys, the masculine and the feminine also got the same card here in the reverse. So was it this one? I can't even remember. I think it might have been this one. But anyways, you both letting go of this twin flame connection, whether it's temporary or not temporary, was the best decision you both did for each other, because you guys gave each other the time and the space to heal and to forgive and to move on and to continue walking that spiritual path, or whatever path that was designed specifically for you. Now, if you guys decide to happen in the future, you know, when you guys meet again, you guys are going to be right for each other. You guys have been when you guys meet again, you both will be healed. You both would have everything that you need to have in order to meet your significant counterpart. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be lots of houses and everything. No, it just means that you energetically have to be in a good place. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. See, because this person was waiting and waiting and waiting, and the celebration, the happy, never came. And little did this Divine Feminine know that the masculine was facing her own, the masculine was facing their own demons, and that's why no one was the masculine wasn't working towards this connection, making a decision, and just being the Emperor in the reverse is somebody no one ever wants to be around. So this particular masculine may have been wearing the Emperor in the reverse energy, and this Emperor in the reverse energy is not a very good energy, okay? The Emperor in the reverse is a representation of someone who is dominant, who is very excessive, has excessive control, maybe lacks discipline, or doesn't want to change, or doesn't want to compromise, doesn't want to meet halfway, very stubborn, very like my way or no one. It's my way or that's not or nothing, you know. So this person and this is a reaction. This is a reaction of the energy that the divine masculine was triggered with when this masculine met the divine feminine. Okay, let's clarify the King of Swords. Because either the masculine or the feminine, someone is living in the past. And they're living in the past with past, like, here with the Six of Cups is pretty much whatever happened in your past, the traumas that took place, the sadness that took place, and everything else in between that has shaped who you are now, is still present. It's very present. So, for example, you not feeling good enough, you have low self-esteem. Well, then someone in your past really abused you in the sense of, like, maybe when you were a kid where you weren't old enough to understand and to feel like, maybe, so confidence is important to when children are at a very, very young age. Okay, there's a lot of things that need to happen at a young age. A lot of things that children need, even toddlers, need to be exposed to at a very young age. One of them is being in a social environment. So, taking them to a daycare, taking them to a park, taking them to play dates, because that's how they learn how to socialize with others, how to problem solve, and to learn how to share, to communicate. And so a lot of emotions and a lot of psychological strings need to exercise when toddlers or children are in those environments. Okay. Also, as they gain, as they get older, parents, it's very important for parents to acknowledge what the child is saying, and to speak with them as if they were not adults, because, or maybe, like, let's say your child asks you, a question, and instead of saying, you know what, I don't have time for you, I'm not, get away, like, no, you have to sit down and you speak to them like if they were adults, and you give them respect, and you validate what they're saying. Unless it's a tantrum, right? Unless it's something that is dangerous for them or they shouldn't have, and better because you're a parent, you still have to explain to the child the reason why that's not a good idea to do or to have, right? So when the kids get older and older and older, you build their confidence. You build their confidence if they join a sport, let's say, maybe they didn't do okay. You say, that's okay, honey, no problem. Next time you'll do better. But to me, like, you did an amazing job, so we're still going to go and celebrate with some ice cream. And so, I mean, a lot of these issues, like these insecurities, these low self-esteem issues, they're very internal, and they're very, and their initiation, how they came to be, has a lot to do with the home. Not always, but most of the time, it has to do with problems at home, things that you had gone through as a kid. Okay, so perhaps this feminine doesn't know what this masculine had gone through, and maybe doesn't understand, or doesn't. This feminine is just moving on. This feminine is moving on because this masculine didn't really come into this connection to create balance and to work and to equally give and take. So this feminine is like, I need to go for the sake of my own happiness, for the sake of my own path, because I have a path to walk towards. And if you don't want to come on board, then that's on you. But this divine masculine in the other reading does want to come in, has realized who you are, what this connection is, okay? But there's a lot of someone, either it's divine feminine or the masculine, either one, someone's living in, I get the feeling that it's the masculine that is still living in the past, or is allowing past issues to dictate and influence the present that he is living. Okay, let's move on. I want to clarify the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. Sorry, guys. Okay. Three of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Three of Pentacles. Working together, collaboration, towards the connection, or towards... What's this Three of Pentacles for? Working towards this connection was clarified with the Victory card. So I want to clarify it some more before let's see. This connection is a bond that is meant to flourish, that is meant to happen in this lifetime. Okay? And it's going to be victorious. But either for the masculine or the feminine, for someone, this individual is very disconnected from their intuition, is very withdrawn and silent, not speaking, not saying anything. Okay, so now I want to, so there is victory here. Okay, there is victory towards this connection. There is victory towards this connection. There is a release of these baggages. There's a change, a transition, something good that's going to happen, right? But for some of you, this is the masculine coming back and wanting to work towards this connection and finally being very victorious, because this individual perhaps may have let the baggage go, whatever weighed him down, whatever created this Emperor in the reverse energy, this masculine has let that baggage go. This person is going to come in to this divine feminine's life, with some kind of emotion, some kind of, but this person is still not, this person, I'm sorry, I'm feeling it, I'm seeing it, but I'm having a hard time expressing it. So this masculine doesn't know. This masculine is unaware of this twin flame connection. Okay? This person is trying to make sense of it based on what the knowledge, what they know, which is not a lot about all of this. But also, a part of him doesn't care anymore. A part of him has realized that his mind, his brain, and his heart point towards this divine feminine's way. Every time this divine feminine crosses this masculine, even though they've both moved on, this masculine gets triggered by this feminine to this day. You guys may even be working together. You guys may live in the same vicinity, or you guys maybe you guys go to the same gym somewhere. Maybe you guys take the same metro or form of transportation. But he doesn't care to understand why he feels this way. He doesn't want to think about it anymore. He doesn't want to dissect the why. Okay? He's accepting it, though. He's accepting the way that he feels. That's what he's doing. He is accepting the way that he feels. He doesn't care if it makes sense or if it doesn't make sense. He doesn't care anymore. Okay, so let's see what the Temperance has to say. How can we clarify the Temperance here for my lovely feminines here? Look at that. Temperance is saying, I'm coming. I'm coming to the rescue. I'm going to save I'm coming down from the heavens because you and this counterpart need to come together. You got the Ten of Cups twice in both decks. This is the loving, family, united card. This is double confirmation to this connection. So this connection is definitely going to happen. This masculine is no longer caring about what makes sense and what doesn't, because now he's listening to his heart. Because his heart is beating so much faster. His heart is vibrating, is shining, it's feeling so much more that it literally, he doesn't care about anything else. He doesn't care. You guys are going to come together. It's in it, you're doing you, honey. The feminines are doing them, right? The masculines are like gonna come in. They're gonna come in. They're coming in because they have realized that the Ten of Cups is with you and only with you. There's no one else they want to have the Ten of Cups with. But you're still doing you. The feminines are like, whatever, you know? And it's like you went through your awakening before they did. And now they're going through their awakening in their own way. And that's when they're going to come in. See? There's not a lot of passion. There's not a lot of communication happening between you two. Here with the Ace of Wands. Let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles some more. There's this new beginning. So it's like you got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, right? So the Ace of Pentacles, should we do the Ace of Pentacles first? No, I want to do... Give me just 1 second, guys, okay? So, I'm trying to... There is definitely a delay for this new beginning. This new beginning has to do with maybe a financial career, maybe manifesting more income, becoming more abundant, you know, something. But this seems like very individualistic. This energy here, it's like you, the feminine, divine feminine, you're doing your own thing. Okay, you're walking your path. You're being this businesswoman. You're not letting this connection interfere with your happiness, with your path, with you as an individual. However, there are some times or days where you feel like you could be in a better place financially, or you could be in a better place energetically if this divine masculine could just knock it out, like could just come together with you. There's you're happy, you're living your life, but there's like this little side of you where you're like, if we could have been, we would have been, if we were together, we would have been unstoppable. You with your ideas, me with my ideas, we would have been so much more than what we are now. But I'm still doing good with my life. I'm still being, maybe things are a little bit harder and it's harder to make more money, but that's okay because I can still do it and I'm still going to be okay. I'm still going to be happy spiritually. I'm still going to be happy financially. I'm still going to be happy because you've opened your heart up. Freeing yourself from this connection, which you can't really free yourself because it's your twin, right? But you know, healing, letting go of, opens your heart chakra for. Now, if this twin doesn't happen, it doesn't mean that life and happiness is over for you. You're still going to have a soulmate. Soulmates are also there for you. So for you, happiness, this is divine telling you, don't worry, because your happy will happen. All right, let's clarify. See the Ace of Cups? This king is hiding the love that he has for his queen. The masculine is hiding the love that this masculine has for the divine feminine. Now, this person was in a third-party situation, but is no longer. You know? This masculine is also doing his own thing as he thinks about the star that left him. You were his wish fulfillment. The divine feminines, the masculines are heartbroken, stressed, and feeling, I don't know how you even explain the feeling. It's meh, like MEH. Because the star actually came out in both readings. So the first one was for the masculine, it came out in the reverse, and for this one, it came out in the upright. So this emotion, these repressed emotions towards this star were never, like this masculine will never feel the way that, or trigger, this masculine will never be triggered the same way. I'm trying to say this. How the divine feminine triggered this masculine, that will never happen to him again, even if he meets someone else. So because of that, you will always be in the back of his mind, or her mind. All right, let's move on. We're going to do some oracle cards here with using the Moonology cards. Hang on 1 second. What advice can Spirit give this divine feminine towards this journey for the month of November 2015? A fiery climax approaches. This could very well be how they both feel for each other, or how he feels for each other. Okay? You could also be dealing with an Aries. Ooh. Oh, or a Leo. Look, a Leo came out. Yeah. Don't let pride get in your way. Sometimes, if this masculine is wearing the Emperor in the reverse energy, they are very, very prideful people. So don't let pride get in your way. Take time to breathe out. So, ways that you can is like meditation. You get to ground yourself so that you can feel like yourself again. We're going to use these flowery oracle cards next. Okay. What messages do you have for my divine feminines here? What advice do you have for my divine feminines for the month of November 2019? First card is Uplift your thoughts. Focus your attention on the many blessings that surround you. By doing so, you'll let go of depression, poor self-esteem, and excess weight. I like this card, and this card really spoke to me very loudly. Okay, and what this pretty much is saying is, like, you know, you are good enough, like, look at all the things that you've accomplished. Okay, look at all the good things that you've done for yourself instead of looking at things that you still need to do. And here, like towards the end of your reading, it says that, you have a future path, but, there will be some failures because, it's here with the Ace of Wands in the reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. You might become a business person, and sometimes things won't work out. When you do this, or in general, in anything in your life, it's like always look at the good things, because they're going to engine you. They're going to trigger you to become and do even more greater things, right? So don't focus on all the negativity. Focus on all the good things that you've done and that the divine has helped you get, okay? Family harmony. It says your loved ones form a strong pillar of support. Embrace their love and put past issues behind you. You may have some issues with family members, but your twin is family. I mean, that's half of your soul, right? You guys in the spirit world do form a very strong pillar, a very strong soul. So you guys may not be together in the physical world, but in the spiritual world, you are one. Okay? Embrace that spiritual love. Open your heart for, open your heart space. Be with your family. Spend time with your family, because they're going to help you heal. The masculines also. Like, if you spend time with family, talking to them, speaking to them, speaking, same thing. Asking for advice, maybe they can help you. It says here, your wishes are coming true. What your heart has been longing for is getting closer each day. That can be that perhaps you're masculine. Like, maybe from the get-go, you guys have always felt a certain way towards each other, but you never really spoke on it. And look, what a beautiful card. Oh, you're right. You guys never really spoke on it, and now that you guys, have come this far, for some of you, I'm getting a year. For others of you, I'm getting 2-3 years. You guys have been, or maybe months. A month, 2 months, 3 months. For some of you, not all of you. So it's like, you guys have been wishing for each other. Every single night you go to sleep, you think about each other. Every morning you think about each other. Sometimes you dream about each other. You're always in each other's minds and presence, So perhaps what Spirit is telling you is not to give up, because this, because this connection is coming through, right? So the first card that you have here from the Eternal Crystals is I can never pronounce it, guys. I'm so sorry. But it's the rutilated quartz crystal, the first one. And the other one's the iolite crystal. So the rutilated crystal is a home root chakra. Okay, it's of the home, and that's located in your root chakra. The other one is located, the family is located in the third eye chakra, which is the iolite crystal. We're gonna go ahead and do this one first. Okay, sorry, I just gotta find it here. Okay. So we're going to go with the first card. Rutilated quartz. The root chakra, labeled as home. The old saying, home is where their heart is very true. Rutilated quartz has been directed to you today to focus your attention on your home and where you live. Are you happy with where you live? If you are not happy, why aren't you happy? Can you change something in your home, or can you redecorate it? Or can you or would you like to move home? You may not have to physically move house. You could just change the energy of your current home just by rearranging the furniture and adding a new piece of furniture, poster, artwork, or new cushions. Basically, what this card is saying is that part of your new beginning, this new you, this person that has let go of such a heavy energy, perhaps part of this new you could be a change in homes. Like maybe it would do you good if you maybe got a different apartment in a different location. Or if perhaps maybe you rearranged your furniture to change the energy of the home, you know? Okay, so I'm going to put that right here. The other card is the iolite crystal, which is a family one. Family is the most important thing in life. This doesn't necessarily relate to your blood biological family. It could be your adopted family, your friends, your pets, or your partner's family. Whoever your family is, you need to take some time out today to reconnect with them. You may like to call, email, send a text, or even visit them in person. Iolite brings a message that you are not alone. Try not to isolate yourself. Reconnect with the important people in your life. Express your true self and let your family members see who you really are. Don't be afraid to let yourself be seen. You are great just the way you are. If you need to heal some issues with your family, please know that your spirit guides are with you at this time, helping you through this process. Also know that you are only responsible for your own actions. You can't take on board anybody else's mistakes or guilt. Try not to let other people's opinions or actions affect you. Look at the situation from a different viewpoint so you can take positive control back into your life and move forward. That was strong. Absolutely. And this is, of course, connected to your third eye. Yeah. Right. So in summation, don't isolate yourself from the people that love you the most. In this particular time, because this is such a new beginning and you're going through so much here with your twin, I would connect, reach out to family members, to friends, to support groups, whoever. I would reach out to them. Because this is a very difficult union. It's definitely challenging, but no twin flame union is easy, guys. I've never met somebody who would say that it would be easy, because it's definitely not easy at all. It is everything, like the divine makes sure to test you in every way possible, but also divine also helps you and guides you together to become one and become strong, to take on the future tasks that need to be taken. Anyways, I will leave it there. Thank you so much for watching my reading. Watching my reading? Really? Watching it? Anyway. Well, thank you so much, and please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell down below. I do twin flame readings every month, so If you hit the notification on the below one, I don't know if it's on the right side or the left side, it'll let you know when I post the next one. And thank you so much for staying tuned, and I really appreciate you. And until next time, I'll see you. Bye.